evaluate delta z over delta x plus delta z over delta y, given that z equals z of x, y is an implicit function defined by 2 sine of x plus 2y minus 3z equals x plus 2y minus 3z. First, we partially differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to x. Remember that differentiation of sine t equals cosine t. So first, we write 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z. Next, we differentiate x plus 2y minus 3z with respect to x. The differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. Y is a constant. The differentiation of a constant with respect to x is 0. Z is a function in terms of x and y. So the partial differentiation of minus 3z with respect to x is minus 3 delta z over delta x. Next, we partially differentiate the right-hand side of the equation with respect to x. We know that this is equal to 1 minus 3 delta z over delta x. Next, we partially differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to y. We have 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 2 minus 3 delta z over delta y equals 2 minus 3 times delta z over delta y. By summing 1 and 2, we can now write 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 3 minus 3 delta z over delta x minus 3 delta z over delta y equals 3 minus 3 delta z over delta x minus 3 delta z over delta y. Next, we divide both sides of the equation by 3. So we can now write 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y. By rearranging the equation, we can now write 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z minus 1 times 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 0. So 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z minus 1 equals 0, or 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 0. Case 1, 2 cosine of x plus 2y minus 3z minus 1 equals 0. Next, we partially differentiate this equation with respect to x. So we can now write minus 2 sine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 1 minus 3 delta z over delta x equals 0. Next, we partially differentiate the equation with respect to y. So we can now write minus 2 sine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 2 minus 3 delta z over delta y equals 0. By summing 3 and 4, we can now write minus 2 sine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 3 minus 3 delta z over delta x minus 3 delta z over delta y equals 0. Next, we divide both sides of the equation by 6. So we can now write minus sine of x plus 2y minus 3z times 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 0, since sine of x plus 2y minus 3z doesn't equal 0. So 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 0. Thus, delta z over delta x plus delta z over delta y equals 1. Case 2, 1 minus delta z over delta x minus delta z over delta y equals 0. Thus, delta z over delta x plus delta z over delta y equals 1 by rearranging the equation. So in both cases, delta z over delta x plus delta z over delta y equals 1.